So welcome, guys. It's really nice to have you. And what is very important, we just talked to Samson before you arrived, Anastasia, is that Samson has difficulties to be productive. Let's put it this way, be productive with DoTerra. And he says that he's talking to the same people and there is no commitment and there is no engagement, and essentially they are not buying the products. And then I asked the question, is this because of the products is not good enough, or what's wrong? Because there must be always a reason why things are not selling, right? And Samson said that no, it's not the product. He said that it has to do something with him. And this is a very good observation, because we know the products are amazing, because there are millions of wellness consultants around the world who are doing the same business. And many of them, not everyone, of course, but many of them are very successful. I consider success when you are honest, when you are truthful, when people are coming to talk to you rather than you are chasing people, when people want to know more about the products and you are giving the right information at the right timing. So there are many factors which we need to really consider as wellness consultants, and we need to learn, because this is a different field, a different territory, which is not the same when you sell other things. Here you are really talking about people's health. You're really talking about people's well-being. And the only way we can really be efficient if we are taking care of our own well-being, if we are also showing an example to people, and when we use the products ourselves, and when we can talk about the products with passion. So these are very important qualities, I would say, that we use. Right now, I'm holding this right now. This is my water in front of me with On Guard. So I talk with passion about On Guard with everyone, because I use that every single day. You know, I use so many products, and because I'm using it, I can talk about it. And also because when I share the products with other people, and when they have success and they have result on different issues, then I can use that also to share with other people. And the same applies when it comes to building your own business. You are a business owner. You're not an employee anymore. And this is a huge shift when you think about being employed and when you are the owner of your own business. Big shift. And that requires a lot of skills and qualities which we need to learn and we need to put into practice. One of the most important one, which I would like to highlight to you guys, is you need to be committed. If you are not committed into this business, and if you are not clear on what it requires to be successful, then after a while you will feel disappointed and you just say it doesn't work. So you need to be committed, but committed to what? Number one is committed to the products, to use it. And number two, committed to your training. Every single time you come to this training is because I want to make sure that you are getting all the skills which are required so that you can progress. You need to be committed that you put energy and effort into it so that your business can grow. Because there is a saying, wherever your attention goes, your energy flows. If you have no attention to be successful in dōTERRA, don't even start it. There's no point. Hello?
Okay, now yes.
I
couldn't hear you.
You didn't hear me?
Not the last 5-10 seconds, but now I hear.
So what I just said, that we talked about the first very important basic skill we need to have. It is to be committed. Okay. Did you hear that?
Yes, yes.
Anastasia, can you hear me too?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure we can see you, but we definitely, it would be nice to see your face as well. My internet is not as strong, probably that's the problem. Let me move a bit. Maybe it will help.
My phone. And I have a very bad connection.
Okay, so if I move here, probably it will help. 1 second. Yes, so the first important quality for you to become successful, it's to be committed to your routine of how this business can work. I know that you are all busy and you have your own studies, Anastasia, and Samson, you have your own work, which you work for Ryanair, but you want to have a freedom from this in a short period of time, I guess. Samson, you don't want to become, you don't want to work for Ryanair for the rest of your life, I guess. And
Yes.
also Anastasia is not going to learn forever. So we need to be prepared. And if you cannot devote a couple hours a week for growing your business, then unfortunately the business is not going to work. And that's when I said commitment. You need to be committed and be very much, in a way, productive. You know, that's a very important word as well. When you become a business owner, nobody cares anymore. Nobody cares anymore how many hours you work. Yeah. Nobody pays to you for your hours because you are working for yourself. So that's what I learned when I first became an entrepreneur, that I need to be very efficient and productive because I could do my work double as much time than before. I could work so as much time almost as I would like to, but then I would be not in balance because I still have my family, I still have my other duties, taking care of myself and so on. So I needed to learn how to be very effective. That's how I learned it as a gymnast in a very early age. I could have trained 6 hours a day, but I realized that it's more effective if I work out only 2-3 hours a day, so that I don't burn out myself, and then I have more time to rejuvenate and to do other recreation. So this is something which you need to know, how much work you need to put in the beginning, because obviously to learn something new, it takes more time to get used to it, to understand the system. You know, if you don't understand how the system works, then how would you progress? You need to understand what is LRP, why LRP is so amazing. You need to understand how to build your business, how to handle objections, what is the most important things to know and share with people, and how to be a good listener instead of convincing people, how to advise with the right information to people to answer to the question they're asking. Because not everyone wants to be a consultant. Not everyone wants to be a wholesale customer. But most of the people would love to use the dōTERRA products in one way or another. So we need to qualify our customers, if they are a retail customer, wholesale customer, or if they are potential wellness consultants. and we need to tailor our discussion with them accordingly. That's why I really like one-to-one discussions, because then I understand what my client or customer is looking for. But for that, you need to be an excellent listener. This is the greatest life coaching skill you need to know, to understand how you can serve that person the most efficient and effective way, what he truly or she truly needs. So these are all qualities which requires, again, your commitment. To develop these qualities, it takes time and management, which means that you need to invest time and energy to study different oils, to study all the products of doTERRA, to study how MLM business works, to study how to become an entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneurship is one of the hardest thing you can do, but the most fulfilling, because you can choose how much you want to earn, and you can choose how many hours you want to work. You can choose how much holidays you want to take. You don't feel anymore being imprisoned by your employer, who gives you 2 weeks holiday per year and who gives you X amount of money, and then that's it. Here you decide how much you want to work. You decide how much money you want to work for your extra money you want to make. As I mentioned regarding time management, you also need to take care of your self-development, because in the end of the day, it is not you who is selling anything. You're not selling the products, but you are selling yourself. You know, ask the question before you talk to a customer, how would you rate yourself if you would be the person talking to you? Would you be satisfied with all the answers which you were given? Would you want to try out the products based on what you have told and shared with the other people? So always reflect and see yourself. Where do you need to improve? Is it your communication skills? Is it your listening skills? Is it your handling objection skills? Is it your knowledge about the essential oils? Because these are the pillars of success. Without that, we won't be able to get further. So that's why I told you it's so important. The number 3 is to train yourself. Find the niche where you need to improve the most. Don't blame the system. Don't blame the products. They are too expensive, this and that. I don't have time. I'm not interested, blah, blah, blah. This is just a framework about truly becoming a better version of yourself. To be able to become an entrepreneur, you need to believe in yourself. So this is number 4, which is very important, is your belief. Before success, first you need to believe in it. You know, there is a saying, walk by faith and not by sight. So we need to be very visual. Why are you doing this? Did you ask your question? Why am I doing this business? It's a business. Why am I doing this? What is the purpose? Do you have a purpose? Do you know what you want to achieve? That comes to number 5, is to know your goals. Your SMART goals needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and it needs to have a time frame. I have a very clear goals, short-term, long-term goals. And I'm going towards it every single day when I wake up. And I see the progress. Every single day I talk to people, I see the progress. I have wonderful conversations. I just had I talked to 5 people today, you know? One of them was regarding my yoga teacher training, because someone is going to join in August, hopefully. And the other 4, it was people who I introduced about dōTERRA. How did I reach out there to these people? Very simple. I connected to them. Oh, but I don't know enough people. Oh, I don't know anyone. Poor you. You don't know anyone. Put on a table, put on a shirt that, you know, I'm looking for conversations and walk in Lidl. So,
Balázs, I didn't hear your last things
from where? You didn't hear me.
about the connections. You were speaking about the connection.
The connection. Yes, it means that you really need to reach out to people. I always say that minimum 2 people a day, you should talk to people about essential oils. Just as I talk to people about healthy living, just as I talk to people about how to live your true purpose, the same way, it's part of me. We like to separate, you know, this is me and this is dōTERRA. That's where you go wrong. dōTERRA is you and you is dōTERRA. Yoga is me and me is yoga, you know. Everything is one. The mind likes to separate things and say, oh, I don't have time for this, because you think that this is something outside of you. But as long as you think something is outside of you, it means that you are not living it. It's not true. You're not living your truth. You're trying to handle something which is not part of who you are. Therefore, you need to educate and learn about it so that you can feel it's part of who you are. In the beginning, it wasn't part of who I am either, because I was lack of knowledge, lack of experience. But as I'm experiencing every day and getting more and more knowledgeable, I see a full experimentation. And that allows me to go deeper and deeper and answering to those questions which I'm fascinated about. Yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, I had a beautiful discussion with a lady who has hypothyroid issues and cholesterol issues. So then I talked to my sponsors and to my team members who are more experienced than me. I made my own research to know what is needed for hypothyroid issues from an essential oil perspective. Now I know. Now I shared the knowledge to the person who I had an introduction. She wants to start the business, and we found what would be the best starting enrollment kit for her, specifically to deal with her condition. And now I got back to her with all the information, and I learned a lot. So next time someone comes with hypothyroid, which is a huge issue, thyroid imbalances, it's either hyper or hypo, I know the answer. Samson, you wanted to ask something?
No, because someone was calling me and I didn't hear when this person with hypothyroid was asking you. Which oil did you give to her?
So I will send you the information because it's a whole list, which I will share to you. Okay, I share to you in the end of our discussion in our group, so everyone will be notified about it. But I don't want to go into that because that would take away the time, which is about now the 10 skills which we need for being successful in our dōTERRA business. Okay. So the 5th one, which I highlighted for you guys, has to do with focus. In yoga, we call it one-pointed focus. In order to go into meditation, first you need to withdraw your senses. We call it pratyahara. in order to reach to Dharana, which is the one-pointed focus. You know, when the Buddhists put the light on a candle, light the candle, and they are just focusing on the flame of the candle for hours. What do they practice? One-pointed focus. The problem is, Samson and Anastasia, and whoever listens, is that we continuously overwhelmed with so many things in our lives. We lose focus. We are burning out. And then in a couple of years, we end up being burned out and not getting anywhere. We need to prioritize our time, our efforts according to our short-term and long-term goals. What is your short-term goal? What is your long-term goal? And once you know them, what do you do for it on your daily life? That's the question I'm asking. Yeah. The multi-level marketing businesses are the most people joining as a consultant into MLM businesses or network marketing businesses for many reasons. But one of the basic reasons is that they really believe in residual passive income, you know? And this is something that you don't understand until you see it really works, until you see it really working. As I always say to you guys, the beginning is very hard in such a business, what we are building, because you are building from scratch something huge. You're building from zero something big. I started with no people underneath me, and now I have about 25 people. My sponsor has 300. Why? By coincidence? By chance? No. By approaching people, talking to people, sharing the light of these essential oils, and not feeling that it's something separate from them, from me or from her. It's part of my life. Yeah? So focus is so important, guys. Have your numbers in your mind. I need to talk to at least 2 people every day, or 1 person every day, or 1 person a week. Whatever speed you like, you can afford, you want. But if you want to build it, you need to put energy and effort and focus in it. Second one, the 6th one, is you need to be someone who is very much living his or her life from the heart, from the soul. You know what it means, living from the heart? It means that you are doing this because you want to make a better world. You want to be part of the healing process of humanity. And whenever you are connecting to people, you're not connecting to their minds. We are looking for soul-to-soul connections. We want to understand people. People are suffering. People are full of anxiety, stress, depression, all these mental distortions. And they don't know what they want. They need masters and gurus and true teachers, light workers, who can really help them to find their true selves. Otherwise, this whole system will consume you. And you are part of this system. We are all part of it until we stand strong on our own feet and become independent in our financial security, in our self-development, so that we are strong enough to know where is the light, which towards we are walking every single day. That requires this soul-to-soul connection, which is coming from the heart center. You talk to people and spend quality time with them because you want to support them. You want to make sure that they are progressing. That's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm not talking about essential oils. I'm not talking about anything else but you right now. Because until we have these skills, these 10 basic skills, unfortunately, there is nothing to talk about. No matter what business you're going to start, you're not going to be successful. You know, you can jump from one company to another, but true success is really truly comes from you. And whatever skills you develop in such a business, which depends on you and your team, that you can use for all aspects of your life, in your relationship, in your other businesses. This skill set, which requires for your multi-level marketing business, is required for life skills. These are life skills. That's why I love it. So we go to the number 7, which is teamwork. You know, how do I know who is really progressing in our business and become successful? Who is reaching out to me? Who's asking questions? Who is engaging with clients? Who is setting up one-to-one Zoom calls and inviting me to be part of it? Who has a lot of inquiries and questions? Until I don't have those questions from that person, I know that the person is not active. That's what I did, and I've been doing. When I need support, right away I'm reaching out because I'm new in this business too. And my sponsor is available. If I don't reach her and I cannot reach her, I ask another person in my team, in my upline. And if she's not available, I ask another one. And if she's not available, I go on YouTube and reach out to those who have thousands of beautiful answers on YouTube and they already made it. Learn from those who are already successful. That's my secret. What I did in gymnastics, I learned from the best coaches, everything. In my education, I learned from the best teachers. In the multinational company I worked from, I worked with the best managers. And since I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, I learned from the best entrepreneurs of the world. I'm spending time to see what's their success. What is the secret which they know, which requires that I can become one of those. That's the same thing in spirituality. I have my masters. I'm not by myself being enlightened. I'm following a very strict spiritual path. I do my spiritual exercises every day. I follow my teachings of the Baha'i faith with my masters and other spiritual educators. We are all here to be the best teachers and the best students at the same time. Guys, it's not about one or the other. Do you see? The secret is that you need to be the best teacher and at the same time the best student. You need to educate yourself for the rest of your life. And you need to teach others whatever you learned for the rest of your life, because it's not about you. Your true success is what you have shared with the world. Your true value is what you have created behind you. Your children, your customers, your friends, your family, your enemies will become inspired by you because they understood that all you want is to share love. As long as you have feeling of tension, hatred, anger, it means that you didn't understand what life is all about. We are not here to prove something. You're not doing this for me. I'm becoming successful with you or without you. I know it. It's just a matter of time. The right person, the right time will come. I just do my duties. And as it says in the Bhagavad Gita, which is the sacred holy scriptures of Hinduism, Krishna says that you have the duty to do your daily karma, your daily commitments, but you have no access to the outcome of it. So don't have any expectations. Do your duties from the heart and soul, and that's it. The person didn't sign up. It's okay. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Keep on sharing. Find the diamonds. They will come. But if you stop after 20 people, maybe the 21st is that diamond who is going to share the essentials to so many people that suddenly your business is going to really flourish,
Balazs, I lost the connection for a few seconds.
Okay, so
Was about the diet. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So we were at the diamond when might be the 21st person that is the diamond.
Yes, exactly. And that person is the one who makes you successful. But you needed to talk to 20 people who say, no, I'm not interested. You understand this?
Yeah.
Do you understand that this is just the law of numbers? If you're doing this from the heart, you're honest and truthful in what your aim is with your service, then the right person will arrive into your business, who wants to build something precious with you. You meant to get together and work together. The other 20 was not meant to be like that. And it's all good. You see? It's all about keep on sharing. I was working when I left Hungary, when I did my university studies and finished my master's. I started to work in Hungary and I realized that I cannot make enough money to be able to sustain a family, to buy an apartment or anything. So we Hungarians were in a very bad state, especially young, educated people who left the university. There was no job. And the jobs which you could make money, they looked for several years of experience. Good luck to find a job when you have a freshly diploma or a master's degree and you don't have the experience. So what we did with Karin, because we wanted a family, right away we left Hungary for Ireland, and we lived there for 2.5 years to establish ourselves financially. So the first job I was doing is I was knocking doors in the rain in Dublin on the streets, walking 8 hours for fundraising. I wanted to do a job which is meaningful. I was doing fundraising for blind people and handicapped people. My job was to sign a contract in residential areas, knocking doors, and to ask people to sign a contract for supporting people with a direct debit for a year minimum. I learned there and then what it means to just knock doors and share my message. 20 people shut the door on me. The 21st people said, "Thank you for sharing. This is very precious work, what you are doing. I so much appreciate what you've done. And by the way, let me give you an umbrella because I see that you are soaked wet and you didn't bring your umbrella." So was it fulfilling? Yes, it was. And because of this fundraising job, I got into one of the biggest financial company as a salesperson, because on my interview, my manager said, if you manage to do this fundraising business for so long, because I did it, I think for, I don't know, for a couple months, because usually people do it for 1 month and they're had enough. He said that, this is the proof that you are committed and that you will be successful with us as well. So because of this fundraising job, I got into a multinational financial company, where then I became very successful, and which allowed me to have stable income. And my son was born, Benjamin, there in Ireland, and which allowed me to invest money into my life coaching training, into my fitness certification, into my Reiki, because by then I know that this is not where I want to be. I knew that I want to be an entrepreneur, self-employed, running my own business, healing other people. I knew what I want. I know now what I want, and I will know what I want. That's what keeps me going. Every single day I wake up in the morning, I'm ready to change the world. As Gandhi says, be the change you want to see the world. Be the change. It doesn't say that, wait and, hope for things. No, he says, be the change. Are you the change, Samson, you want to see in your life?
Not yet, but I have to.
That's the question.
It.
It's something that you can do it from today. We went through your life coaching sessions already. You will set up your short-term goals. You set up your long-term goals. Now the question is, what do you do about it? Are you stuck with your 8 to 5 job with Ryanair and just wasting your life with something that, you don't have more time? You need to work extra hours. You need to put extra energy, sleep less. Arnold Schwarzenegger, what did he teach? You don't have time, sleep faster.
Sleep faster. I saw that video.
Yeah, love it. Yeah. That's it. Work hard for what you want. You can blame me. You can blame dōTerRA. You can blame whatever. In the end of the day, it's all about you. And no one is forcing you to do this. That's the thing. You don't need to do this. It's your choice. But if you do it, why don't you do it full-heartedly? Why do you do it halfway? You either do it or stop doing it. Don't waste your time. Something you don't believe in. Something doesn't make sense. Right?
Yeah.
Give yourself, let's say I give myself a 3 month. And 3 months, I do exactly what I need to do, what I agreed with my sponsor. The reason why people are not successful, because they don't want to work for it. Yeah. I know those people, like myself. I know that what it takes to work in all levels. Let it be a relationship, Let it be educating your children. Let it be to reestablishing yourself in different countries. Let it be your spiritual, mental, and physical well-being and your me time. You know, I really have all those skills developed, which I know that I needed to develop. And I'm still developing a lot of skills, because as you're moving forward with your self-development, your challenges become bigger. In a way that as we are living on a higher level of consciousness, there will be different level of challenges. Being upset and angry about life, it simply means that you are living from here and you're stuck there. True freedom is when you become the observer of your thoughts. And you know your shortcomings, you know where is the biggest lack of knowledge you need to learn. That is what you need to know, your weaknesses. Work on your weaknesses. You don't know how to communicate. Set up your communication training. You don't know how to handle objections. Introduce dōTerRA. Listen all these YouTube channels with thousands of people who made it successfully, sharing you the success. What are the skill sets you need? And then we go into I think we are at the 8th, is that knowing what's your whys. I mentioned this in the very beginning. Why you are doing this? Why? Why do you want to do this? I know exactly why. And you should know yours too. The next one, number 9, just to complete the 10, is to make sure that you have excellent problem-solving skills. Okay. Problem-solving skills means that people have a lot of issues. And no matter what issues they have, you should figure out the solutions to them. If you don't know, get back to them. Be always prepared. And if you're not, get back to the person being prepared. Because you are a consultant. It says consultant for a reason. You need to learn how to consult with people and to resolve their health issues. Oh, I'm not sure if it works. Poor, I'm sorry to hear your problem. We need to make sure that we are not sorry. We are not victimizing our clients. We are empowering our clients. Big difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huge difference. And I think what is the number 10 is, I already mentioned it, but here on my list is the last one, is time management. So time management is so precious. Please check your weekly schedule. Where do you work for dōTerRA? How many hours do you put in dōTerRA? Then it will show you why you are not successful. And in the beginning, the greatest time you should get involved with dōTerRA is training yourself. Because knowledge is power. That's the only way you can be effective in anything in life, with the right knowledge. Then comes the experience as you put into action, and through the experience, you will be able to adjust, to follow up. number 10 also, when it comes to time management, is also about making sure that you have time for reaching out to people, to follow up on people. That's so important. I'm not just sharing the information and buy, but I'm sharing the information and then I follow up. I follow up if the person is not undecided, and I send out the information she was looking for, and then I follow up if she read it, because mainly 80% of people do not read what you send unless you ask them, have you read it? You ask them another time, have you read it? And then maybe the 5th time, she will says, yes, now I managed finally. Thanks for asking me so many times. Don't give up on people. If you give up on people, you're giving up on yourself, because other people is just a reflection of you. That's all. Other people with their self-limiting beliefs, with their struggles, with their challenges, they are all going through the same things as you went through. Difference is that you conquered it, or you are on the way to conquer it. And that's your job now, to support others in the same way. That's all. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you. What you said was so powerful from the first minute to the last one. I'm moving forward. I know it. Because if I see myself now, I can say that I'm better than yesterday, but still I really know that I have a lot of things to do to improve.
We all.
And that's what you're saying is the fuel on for me to go on, to keep going on things.
Good.
I have to keep it up and go work hard and smart.
Beautiful. So I wish you all the best for that, Samson.
Thank you.
And
Thank
do
you.
not worry about others. Focus on your own. You know exactly your value. You know exactly what your goal is. You know exactly where you're heading to. Just keep your focus on the light. Always on the light. Keep on walking. Don't worry about others. Don't worry if people are not showing up. You are the only one who shows up. It's okay. I'm happy to do that. But after a while, the result will come if you truly, passionately doing your duties. There's no other way. Okay.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you, Balazs. I see you next week.
Yes. Ciao.
Thank you very much. Bye.
And reach me out if you need support. Reach me out if you have specific questions. And this month in June, dōTERRA has an amazing deal with 4 free products if someone signs up with 200 PV. It's very good.
Oh.
Use it. Share it with people who are unsure, and you already talked to them. Tell them that this month is really special. If they sign up this month, they get free products which are worth 90 euros. I checked it, approximately the price. Those are great products. Yeah. So, all the best, Samson.
Thank you very much. All the best. Ciao, Balazs. Good night.